Hello everyone, this is going to be a packing video for traveling with a 14-month-old. We had an international flight and it was about a 13-hour day from our doorstep to my sister-in-law's doorstep in Canada. So we had about a 3.5-hour drive, and then since it was an international flight we had to be at the airport 2 hours early, and then it was about a 3.5-hour flight as well. So this is everything we took on the plane and in the car with us and in the airport and all of that. So I'll go through each bag with you. And there's our little banner that my mom and I made for my daughter for her birthday. Isn't that cute? I should mention that I also traveled with my husband and mother-in-law on the plane, and I believe you're each allowed a carry-on and personal item, and I heard from someone that diaper bags don't even count in that. So my mother-in-law had her purse along, and then she let us use her carry-on as well for Nora. Pretty much everything we took on the plane was things for her. Isn't that funny how it works? You don't really care about yourself anymore, you just want to make sure your baby's happy on that plane. I carried these 3 things: the BFF as our diaper bag, and then the BRB and fuel cell, and then my husband was toting around our checked bags, and then after that he carried the black backpack as his backpack, and then our camera bag. So these are obviously the things that we didn't check. These are just things that we took on the plane with us. We also had a little umbrella stroller along as well that I was borrowing from one of my sister-in-laws, but I gave that back to her now, so I don't have that with us. But that was really helpful to have and is a great tip. Instead of bringing your huge stroller along, if you have an older baby or a toddler, just bring a tiny little stroller along. It worked out really well, and we could still hang little bags off of it. So with that and having backpacks, you really didn't have much in your arms. It was really nice. So that's just a little tip for you as well. So we'll get started now. Alright, so I'll start with this bag that my mother-in-law carried on. We did not end up putting anything in these zipped pouches here or anything. She got this at TJ Maxx, and it ended up being a great size because one of the toys that I ended up using on the plane was this felt board. I thought my daughter would have a lot of fun playing with this, and she really did. This is 13 inches by 15 inches and does not fit in a Be Right Back. So when I mentioned that to her, I asked what she was using as a carry-on, and she mentioned this bag, and it fit great. So this board came with 20 pieces. It's called Fun on the Farm Felt Board, and it was from diapers.com for $16. So these are all the little felt pieces it came with. This was the board, and it also came with this plastic case with the handle. So really great for traveling with kids. And these were all already pre-cut. I love the little water with ducklings and pretty much anything you can think of it has for little farm things. And they stick okay, they don't stick great. If you really push it on there, they stick a little bit better. But we didn't have a problem with anything falling off or anything. So this is really great for, I would say, I can even picture elementary school kids playing with this, but my 14-month-old really liked it a lot. And then another thing that I found that I thought she would think is fun was this reusable stickers. This was the Melissa and Doug Habitat's reusable sticker book. It was $7 from diapers.com, and it came with over 150 stickers. There was 5 scenes. I ended up taking 3 scenes along. There's a farm, under the sea, and the safari. So these are really, really great. She had a lot of fun playing with these, and they seem like really nice quality. You just peel them off and stick them on, and then you can keep repeeling them and sticking them wherever you want. So again, this is great from, I would say, her age on up. It was really fun. She also had fun sticking them. There was like a little TV monitor in the seat in front of us, and like the little windows on the plane and stuff. So that was, it didn't take up a whole lot of space. It's very thin and light, but it kept her busy for quite a while. So I found that it fit perfectly in the felt, this little plastic felt pouch. Alright, another thing we kept in here was a Dizzy Daisy's Quick. In this, there's a little key fob in here actually, and I just attached it to that so I could just yank on it and pull it right out. And in here we just have a ton of snacks. We have little muffins, little blueberry muffins, This we got on the plane. This we got in Canada. It's a little banana bread. I took a whole pack of Ritz crackers. That's her favorite. Just tons of Mums and Ella's Kitchen cookies and all sorts of stuff to keep her happy on that plane. So, and it all fit in here really nicely. We also took, this is Noah and the Animals flip book. There's 50 little tiny little flaps. So this really kept her happy for a long time as well. She loves little flip books. And this, let's see here, I have a little note. This was $10 from diapers.com, and there's 10 pages. And they had all sorts of different titles and books to choose from. So she really liked that as well, and that fit in this bag nicely. This also fits in the back of a BRB, just so you know. We took a big fuzzy blanket along as well. We just thought in case the plane was cold, and just a nice little comfort blanket. So this was really nice to have, and she ended up falling asleep on the plane there and also on the plane back, so I was really happy I had it. Also in here, we took both of her little cuddle buddies, which sounds a little crazy, but anything to keep your baby happy on the plane. And we had room in their light, so why not? And I also got this little Fisher-Price little doodle pad thing, you know, where you can draw on it and wipe it clean. And this was only a couple dollars. Then we also have, my daughter loves these Guess Who books. And there's a little magnetic flap on the front, and then each page has a flap. She has, I think, 3 of these books, and then before we traveled I wanted to get her a new one. So we love these as well. We got these on Amazon. So Guess Who books. I think it's $9.99. And then we also had the little leash buddies. This is the little pink bunny one by Eddie Bauer. And we got this. They are available at Target, but I found it at TJ Maxx for half the price. I think it was like $6.99 or something. And my daughter is a really quick little runner already, and she can squeeze anywhere. So this came in really handy at the airport. I'm also going to be using it at the farmer's market and things this summer. So that in there, and I think that's all we had. So that was quite a bit of light things in here that we were just happy to have this bag along. This is my Flower Power Be Right Back 2.0, and we took this in the plane. It fit perfectly underneath the seat in front of us, so I really loved how it worked as a carry-on. I had to take the pocket back out, of course, but this is the little octopus one. But on the plane, you know, you have to have all of your liquids in one little thing. This is a Hydro Flask, and I used this to keep my daughter's milk in. As long as it's baby-related things, they'll let you take liquids on the plane. So she is on half dairy milk, half almond milk. And we left home, I think it was like a 13-hour travel day. And by the time we got into Canada, this was still plenty cool. We could have kept the milk for the next day. And then also in here I have a little sippy cup, sippy pail thing, so if they throw their sippy cup, it won't fall on the ground. And then on this side, all I had was her little tummy tippy bottle. Front felt pouch here, I kept my phone, which was handy so I could take pictures of her on the plane when the phones were allowed on. Oh, and this front flap here, I have a picture of her. And I also kept, she loves Wubbanubs. The typical Wubbanubs come with the little soothies on them, but those are really meant for babies like 0 to 3 months from what I hear. So on other pacifiers, she just loves the little animal. So that's pretty cute. She prefers the soothies. Still, I'm trying to kind of wean her onto these. In here, I kept 2 of these little board books. She loves these, and I figured this was really easy to get to when we're waiting in line in customs and things. We were in line for an hour in customs at like 11 o'clock at night. So took a little vacation book. Thought that was pretty cute for vacation, and the little colors book. And these came in those big book, the little black books packs. And then in the sunglass pouch, I have earplanes, because my ears are terrible on planes, and I wasn't sure how hers would do. She seemed to do a lot better than I did. My ears were bad even with these. So I had 2 little kids ones along, and then I had 4 pairs for adults along. and they come like this. And you just stick them in your ear like little earplugs, and it's supposed to help relieve pressure. And then in here I had a little pack of tissues. I thought that matched nicely. And then this is a little snap cap that you can put on top of soda cans. And I thought with a toddler on the plane, it might be kind of a mess to have those glasses of soda in front of you. So instead I asked for the can, and I just snapped this on and just stuck it in front in the little pocket in the seat in front of me, and it was out of the way. So that worked out really nicely. That's a good tip for you moms out there. And that's all I kept in there. I tried to keep this front pouch pretty flat because I wasn't sure how well it would fit on the plane. In the back pocket here, all I kept was a extra disposable changing pad in case ours got soiled from the diaper click. I had books in there, but I put them in the other bag as you saw because I wanted to keep this nice and comfy. Without a hard book in there. So then in this back pocket, I thought this would be a great place. I got this idea from ATX Mom to keep my wallet. Instead of, I usually keep it in the mommy pocket, but this was closer to me and I just felt more secure. And since it was an international flight, we had our passports as well, including one for my daughter. Cutest little passport ever. And then we had all of our tickets and things, and then my wallet. My little daughter there. This is a little Vera Bradley wallet. And I figured all I needed was driver's license, debit card, health cards, and some money. And then you can fit your phone in there, as you can see. So it's kind of like a tiny little version of a major almost. It's great for when you just want something more compact. So this is where your ID is supposed to go, but I don't like the thought of having my ID out for everyone to see, so I stick Nora there instead. And that's more fun to look at anyways. So, where's the zipper here? Okay, opening it up suitcase style. This was pretty much designated for toys and things to keep her happy while we're on the plane. So I had the monkey mat, which I could have used in the airport. This is pretty much a puppet quick. She had never really been introduced to puppets before, and I thought she might think they're fun. My mom found these at a garage sale. So the little piggies, and then it came with the little piggy board book, but I wanted to wash it, so I took the board book off. So she really thought that was funny. And then there's also the little McDonald one. And then I found these little, I think they were Garanimo puppets. I think they were at Walmart. They were in the bath section. And they were really cheap and really lightweight. And she thought that those were fun on the plane too. I was trying to think of any toys I could think of that weren't loud and obnoxious and a lot of lights and things. I was trying to think of things that people would be okay with sitting next to us with her playing. So these were nice and quiet. They're little flashcards from Munchkin. And then I got a little Mrs. Potato Head. In here I also have just, she loves stacking cups, so I put 2 of those in there. This is a little glitter bracelet, a little rubber ducky. These are things that I was thinking that she could play with in the tub when we're on vacation too. She loves little tub toys. So these are her tub toys. You can stick these on the side of the tub and they stick on each other. This came with a pack of like 15 of these. I only took 2 of them along. Lightweight. A little mirror. Sit down. This is our little Mrs. Potato Head. So she came with a little party hat and sunglasses and all sorts of fun stuff. And I got on Amazon, I believe. No, diapers.com. She came with 20 parts and she was $15. So she takes up the most room of all of our toys, but my daughter thought she was really fun. And you can put all of her extra parts in the back. Alright, in keeping with the theme of quiet toys, I thought a little pouch with tons of little pom-poms would be fun, and she loved it. She loves taking things in and out of pouches. So you know they have those little plastic cups on the plane. She had fun taking them out of the pouch, putting them in the plastic cups and back and forth. I was going to put little, what are those called? Pipe cleaners in here, but I didn't have time to go get some. So it was just the pom-poms, and that ended up being one of her favorite things. So a little tip. This little Minnie Mouse case came with a travel kit from Walmart, in case you're curious. Alright, so this came from IKEA. It's a little fruit basket, the banana peels and stuff. Again, lightweight, quiet. She thinks it's okay. It's not her favorite toy, but it was fun, and we ended up getting that in IKEA in Canada. I thought that was really cute. Okay, and then in here, this is where we kept our headsets. Just a little iPhone one for Mommy, and this is specially made for kids. This is called Kids Gear, and believe it or not, my daughter has a tiny little head, and this fit her head perfectly, and it can also extend to fit my husband's huge head. So this will fit kids well until they decide they want just little earbuds instead of headphones. It has a little volume control here, and the really cool thing about it is it came with this little black cord that you can plug in. And when this is plugged in, the volume won't go past a certain volume. I don't know what it is, but it's supposed to not get too loud for kids. So I thought that was really neat. And then I also purchased separately a little splitter. So we can attach that, plug it in, and then I can also be listening while she's listening. So I thought that was really cool, especially if you have an older child. And then you can talk to them about what you're watching. So we also had a black headset along for my husband too. And like I said, that's Kids Gear. Where is it? That was on Amazon for $22. Those little headphones. Alright, also in here I have a little Arm & Hammer doodad to keep it fresh. And then this pouch was my try not to go to pouch. And in case you're curious, these little bags came in a pack of 7. They're the brand Travelon. I got them on Amazon, but after I purchased them, I actually saw them at TJ Maxx as well. They came in a couple different colors. I just got black. Pack of 7 for $17.99. They also came in jade, raspberry, and blue, just in case you're curious. And in here I have a little cell phone. She loves phones. This was the most compact one I could find, but it's too loud for her to put up to her ear with. It's pretty loud. So this was my go-to just in case she was having a meltdown. I didn't want to have to use it because it's noisy, but just in case. And then this little thing too I found at the dollar section at Target. And I don't like these because I don't like how they smell. So, and how they make your hands feel, if you know what I mean, if you've played with these toys before. But I wanted it along just in case, something different she's never seen before. So, had that along. And then back here I have one of those Huggies, what is it called, Clutch and Clean things. I like how it matches the Flower Power. Alright, and onto this part. We have also in one of those little travel cases. I had a tiny little box of crayons. I believe I also found this in the dollar section at Target. And then I just folded up a couple coloring pages for her to play with. So that ended up working really nicely. She loved it. We could just put the little tray down on the plane, and it kept her occupied. I also had a little nursing cover along just in case I wanted to nurse her on the plane, if her ears were hurting and I wanted her to be swallowing more or whatever. We got really lucky and the plane was pretty much empty on the way home, and we had 2 seats to ourselves, or 2 rows to ourselves on the way up, so I never had to use it, but I was happy to have that just in case. And then we packed in layers for her. This was a little sweatshirt just in case she got too cold, and some pants. And then, if I can find it here, this was her little outfit for traveling, just in case you're curious. Little shorts, and then a little shirt that says Bon Voyage on it. And these are all 12-month clothes. They are all a little too big, but I wanted her to be nice and comfy. So that worked out really well, packing in, or dressing her in those kind of layers. So I think that's all for my Be Right Back, all packed up. Okay, this is my Early Sunrise BFF, and this is the diaper bag we use on a daily basis when I'm not using my tween. We ended up just taking it on the plane just like this. I figured if you need things for a daily basis, you're also going to need them when you're traveling. So I pretty much kept the diaper bag as I would normally use it. However, normally I use the backpack straps, and I found it really helpful to have the messenger, and then I could wear this crossbody and then my BRB on my back, so I could carry 2 bags at once. And I also clipped on my fuel cell, and I could push Nora in a stroller, so I ended up being able to carry a lot of stuff. I had my little bee tagged. Right now I just have a picture of my daughter when she was 6 months old in there. Little handy bag without the sanitizer, and then in here I kept my sunglasses. I'm not going to go through this whole bag, this is going to be a separate video, I'm just giving you a couple ideas. For the plane, this is how I keep my gum. This came in a set of 7, it's actually a pill organizer. I can put a link to it below, but it was nice because I could have mints and gum and all things really accessible in there. And then I just wanted to give you one quick tip. There's more pictures of my daughter, and then this was a little stackable snacks right on top. If you're traveling with babies or toddlers, I got a really great tip from my mom on the Pink Lady website to put them in overnight diapers. How great of an idea is that? And then my other tip to you is to have one of those little books or something in your diaper quick to keep them happy and entertained while you're changing them. And of course, to always have some disposable changing pads. So like I said, I'll be going through this bag at a different time for you guys. I just wanted to give you that quick tip from it and show you how we used it. So that's that. I meant to show you as well, we had this little sippy cup in the BFF as well. My daughter loves these little ones with straws. So then in the fuel cell, we've been home for about a week now, so I kind of tried to repack it back up for you how we had it, but I'm missing a couple things. We had the InnoBaby Pack and Smart. On the bottom here, we had these little gram smileys. These are actually pretty hard, so if you have a toddler that's just learning how to chew nicely, I wouldn't really suggest these quite yet. And then we also had yogurt melts as well, which are great. This one we just had Cheerios in. This one we had these pop snacks, sweet potato cinnamon. These are really, really nice. They're kind of like a little rice cake for babies. And then the top one here, we had the Earth's Best yogurt puffs, and they're kind of like fruit puffs, but I actually like them even better. So if you're looking for an alternative or something different to try, I really like those a lot. Then also in here, we had, I'm sure you've seen these little mesh feeders for babies. My daughter used to love these, and I thought it would really keep her entertained on a plane, but turns out she's kind of over it. I had some apple slices and strawberries and grapes for her, hoping it would keep her, you know, swallowing during takeoff and landing, but she was kind of over it. But that's a good tip for if your baby still likes these. I had an orange juice, and I also had an apple juice one that was a little bit smaller that fit in here nicely. I had 3 pouches along. These are actually by the applesauce in our grocery store. They're smaller than the baby food pouches, and I really like that. They're more just like a little snack. So, and they have fruit and vegetables. This has carrots and pumpkin and peach and pear, I think. So, nice. This is our little hard case with our spoon, Mum and cookies on it. I've searched hard for spoons that fit in here, just in case you're wondering. This is the newbie one. Fits really nicely in there. Only one I could find. And then in our little bee meat, I actually have 2 bibs. I have the Cobalt Blossoms one. And I also have a Bumpkins. So those fit nicely in there. You could fit many more if you needed to. I just thought 2 would be good. And then also I have these little mandarin orange cups. These are great. And this is a little spoon attachment for the, you know, little food pouches. This is Munchkin, and it's awesome. I love that you can twist it to be closed so nothing comes out, and it has a little cap. So I really, really love this. I got this at Target, and it came with a blue one as well. And up top here, I always keep some antibacterial wipes, a tabletop cover, those little sticky ones, and some single Baby Organics hand sanitizing wipes. And then I always keep a hand sanitizer when we're not going flying on there. Then, this was my husband's carry-on. This had all of our liquids from the diaper bag and anything we thought that my daughter would need for her first night traveling, just in case our luggage got lost. So it has Tylenol and a little travel-sized dish soap. toothpaste, everything from the diaper bag, and then these are little travel size body wash and a baby lotion. And I got those as little gift with purchases from that company. But just in case you don't have those, this is what I would suggest. The Burt's Bees, we love these. The little body wash, and then I put her lotion in this little travel-on pouch, or little container. I got this at Target and I love it. He had a pen in here, a chapstick. This is the little Ergo extension in case my husband wanted to wear Nora in the Ergo. This is her little toothbrush. We had her other toothbrush along as well, but it's in the sink right now. My little travel toothbrush, his toothbrush, his deodorant, eyeglass case, and then I brought the little nipple cleaner for her bottle. That was all in there. And then when we got to our destination, I repacked our diaper bag with all of the things that were in that clear bag. So I also took into the airport our Ergo, just in case I wanted to carry her that way, or if I wanted her to sleep. I figured that would be the best way for her to sleep in the airport if she was nice and close. I always carry a burp cloth when I have my daughter in the Ergo. I put this against my chest, and then she's leaning against this. It just keeps us more comfortable. And then I got this idea from my mom on the Facebook page. This is a frog tog, and apparently if you get this towel wet, then it keeps both of you nice and cool. The water evaporates from it, so the idea was to put it between both of us, because otherwise I get really warm carrying her in there. Turns out I loved it, and she didn't like it at all. She didn't like having the cool cloth against her. But, so what I'm going to do from now on is just tuck it underneath my shirt, and then I'll feel it, and she won't. And again, to make sure we had things for her first night there, we had a little nose sucker just in case. And then I had washcloths just in case our luggage got lost for that first night. So this is by the company Blooming Bath. I'm sure you've seen those big flowers that you can bathe your babies on. This is the washcloths that they sell. My mom got her these and they're super, super soft. And then we had her little baby Gap pajamas for the first night. Those are 6 to 12 months. And we also packed, believe it or not, her pack and play sheet. This was really her first time sleeping somewhere other than home, and we wanted something really that she's used to. And it's nice and soft, and it worked really well. And then we were actually going to be using someone else's car seat when we were there, so I brought her little car seat cover to keep it nice and clean. And that's all we had in there. The last thing we took on the plane with us was our camera bag. We had our big camera in there that we're filming on right now. We had our camera charger and then the little hookup so that we could load pictures on to my sister-in-law's laptop when we were there. So that is everything we took on the plane with us. I will put links in the description to items I've been mentioning, and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks for watching. I also wanted to mention that while we were in the car, I had one of those milk crates, those plastic milk crates, in between the seats, and I had all of Nora's favorite toys in the car, because the car ride got pretty long as well. So in there she could play with a lot of musical instruments and toys that lit up and all sorts of things, and then I kept all of the toys you saw in this video just for the plane. So that's another tip to have as well. Keep separate toys for the plane than you've been using in your car rides, and toys that they're not used to yet. All of the toys that I brought on the plane she had never seen before, so I think that made it a lot more fun as well. Alright, bye. Aftermath of our packing video. Nora found her little potato head. Look at all this stuff we took on the plane with us. This is going to be a packing video for a 14-month-old, and there she is.